Hi everyone, welcome for this new discussion. This discussion will be focusing on communication for academic purposes. So later on, you are expected as well to learn the different reading strategies that you may also employ upon reading an academic materials, and also you will be learning about context clues. So let's begin. Let's talk about communication for academic purposes. So my name is Jason Diabada. I'll be your discussant or instructor for this specific lesson. So what is communication for academic purposes and why is it important? Academic texts are written material produced within the academic context. So these are the things that you are producing while you are in school or is being perhaps used in the field of the academe. So this purpose or the purpose of academic text is for scholarly communication, also for research or for education. So academic text uses formal words. Of course, these academic texts are carefully researched and it follows certain rules for citing certain sources. So in our previous videos, you have learned how to properly do citations if that's gonna be in in-text citation or even in referencing. So when making an academic text, you also have to include citations on it. What are examples of academic texts? So there are several, but let me just point out some which basically you will need to learn. So first is essays, papers, articles, books, and conference papers or research papers. So these are examples of academic texts which were created or for the purpose of school or in the university or something that has been created in the academe. Now, when we are reading academic texts, it requires for us to do selective reading. Sometimes there are parts of the paper that are not that important. So we have to focus on what matters most. That's why we have to learn selective reading. So what is selective reading? Selective reading, according to Beckford in 2024, is a process of reading with a purpose. This means that you only read the text that keeps the useful information or what is important. There are two types of selective reading. So we have skimming and scanning. So when you were in elementary or in high school, you have your English teachers provided you information of what skimming is and what scanning is and how to do it. So let's have a little refresher on these two types of selective reading. Scheming. So scheming refers to looking only for the general or the main ideas and works best with nonfiction, of course, no, or factual material. So that's according to Bale in 2013. And when you're doing scheming, it includes previewing or pre-reading or overviewing or end reviewing. So when you are reading a certain book, you're only looking into or a text perhaps or an academic text or a research paper. You only get the general or the main ideas that works best for you. All right? Or that is important. So it's scheming. Scanning, on the other hand, is reading rapidly to find specific facts. That's according to Butte College in 2019. So if scheming only allows you or provides you an information that you have to read the general idea, but scanning also encourages you to read the entire text, but in a rapid manner or in a fast manner. But you'll only focus on the keywords, phrases, or numbers that are related to what you are looking for. Another important thing that you also have to consider in academic reading is context clues. So in certain sentences or in paragraphs, there are some words that you may consider unfamiliar to you. So when I say unfamiliar, that's something that is not common to you or perhaps you do not exactly know the exact definition. So there are some clues within the sentences or within the sentence or the paragraph, all right, that will guide you in knowing the meaning of the word that are or the words that are unfamiliar to you. So these are clues or hints, right, that will allow you to understand the words or the meaning. There are several types of context clues, but we will only focus on three. All right, so let's talk about synonym clues, antonym clues, and example clues. Let's start first with synonym clues. Synonym clue, synonym clue includes, sorry. Synonym clue are clues that offer words with similar meanings to the unfamiliar word. For example, when the music stopped, the students singing the students singing also come to a halt. HALT. So the word here probably may be unfamiliar to you is the word halt. And in this sentence, there are certain words that may guide you what the meaning of the word halt is. And what do you think is that? Okay, so when the music stopped. So when you say that it stopped, then it halted. All right? It halted or it is to halt, meaning that means to stop. So halt here is synonymous to the word stop. So if you are analyzing sentences and trying to identify synonym clues on it, there are a couple of words that you have to look out for. For example, the word or. In other words, that is, by this we mean, that is to say, and also known as. For example, his animosity or hatred of his sister divided the family. So here, in the sentence, we have here the underlined word animosity, and then there is a word that you have to look out for, the word or, animosity or hatred. That means to say, animosity is synonymous to hatred. So when you read sentences that uses the word animosity, you would know that there's hatred on it. Okay? Or perhaps the meaning of the word is hatred. Next, context clue is what we call antonym clue. So if synonym clue provides you words with the same meaning, all right, of the unfamiliar word, antonym clue provides the opposite meanings of the unfamiliar words. For example, Sam is a happy guy while his sister is always melancholic. So we have here melancholic as the word, all right, and we have here happy guy or happy. So if the sister is melancholic, what's the opposite of this? Happy. So we have here happy opposite to melancholic. So meaning melancholic is sad, perhaps lonely. Okay. And if in the synonymous or synonym clue has also words to look out for, it also has something with antonym clue. The words are but, however, on the other hand, nevertheless, yet, in contrast, and unlike. Alright, for example, Marty is gregarious, unlike his brother who is quiet and shy. So if Marty's brother is quiet and shy, and there is the presence of the word unlike, meaning what is the opposite of quiet and shy? So that is gregarious. So what do we mean now with the word gregarious? What do you think? All right. So gregarious means loud, perhaps, happy, outgoing. All right. So Marty is outgoing, loud, happy person, talkative, noisy. Okay, so that's opposite of quiet and shy. Another context clue that you need to know is what we call example clue. So in sentences that uses example clue, it provides examples or descriptions that will help illustrate the meaning of the word. For example, The encyclopedia provided an example of a carnivorous animal, such as lion or a tiger. So we have here the word carnivorous as something that is bold and underlined here. So you have to look for the examples. Using the words such as here, we have lion and tiger. So carnivorous, lion, and tiger. So these are examples of the word carnivorous. So that means when you say carnivorous, these are animal or something that uses or eat meat only. Okay, carnivorous. So there are words to look out for example, clue, such as, like, for example, such as, for instance, and as an illustration. So another example, there are many eccentric creatures in the forest, such as lemur and rare orange monkeys. So we have here the example or the word clue such as, and then we have here the animals lemur and rare orange monkeys. So if these are the examples, lemur and rare orange monkeys, what does the word eccentric mean? Okay, strange, unfamiliar, uncommon. All right, so that's what we call eccentric. It should be unfamiliar, uncommon, unusual. So we have the examples here, lemur and rare orange monkeys. So knowing these context clues is essential for you to easily understand and read whatever that you're reading, especially when it comes to reading an academic text. So it's essential for you students to know about this, and you just have to identify which strategy to use, such as skimming and scanning, and of course, identify the unfamiliar words using the context clues in the sentences or in the paragraph. So I guess that is it. So we have here our references for this particular lesson, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much and stay safe. Goodbye for now.